O Mother Nui, stretch high above this valley. Your starry body is our glory. Then see the hawk of yonder Rahur quit, his fiery splendor, oh so mighty. He brings a light for all our weary souls. He makes the broken spirit whole.
You know when you download like a massive software suite and it arrives as just one tiny compressed file?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right, so it looks like a simple icon, but you double click it and suddenly expands into millions of lines of code that run your entire machine. Well, welcome to today's deep dive.
Yeah, we are looking at something today that does exactly that.
Exactly. A piece of ancient esoteric art, the Hermetic Rose Cross. And we're going to see how it's not just a decorative badge worn by secret societies.
No.
It's actually a metaphysical zip file. It basically compresses the entire structure of the universe and human psychology into one accessible image for you.
Yeah, and to see how that compression actually works, we really need to look at the specific components. I mean, specifically the Frater Adeptus Anonymous version.
Right. The base is that elemental cross.
Exactly. You have yellow for air on top, blue for water on the right, red for fire on the left, and then, 4 colors for earth at the bottom.
And the spelling on this cross is, frankly, it's incredibly deliberate. Like, it spells ancient names with heavy Z's and K's.
Yeah, like Oziris.
Right, and S-Z-I-S, and S-K-O-R-P-I-O. It looks almost jarring to read. I mean, why misspell these classic names?
Well, because it's not about historical spelling at all. It's about sonic vibration.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the creators were trying to capture the exact phonetic frequency of the words. It draws the practitioner's focus directly to the sound and the energy.
And at the core of this vibration is a white center, right?
The white center stands for divine light, and it holds a 5-petaled red rose.
Which represents the human microcosm.
Exactly. But surrounding that are 22 distinct petals.
And looking at this mapping, those 22 petals aren't just decorative art.
No, they map perfectly to the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet.
Wow.
And the major arcana of the tarot, and the paths on the Kabbalistic tree of life.
It really looks like a circuit board. I mean, does this mean the Hebrew alphabet is functioning here like an acoustic or energetic programming language for reality?
Basically, yes. In this tradition, letters are actual energetic frequencies. So constructing or visualizing this cross is, well, it's like running a script.
To align your personal mind with the divine macrocosm.
You got it. And if the Hebrew alphabet is the code here, we have to look at the original coder.
Moses, right. Which is wild because mainstream history views Moses mostly as a lawgiver.
Sure, but the esoteric tradition frames him entirely differently. They point out that he was a highly initiated Egyptian prince.
Right. His name, Moshe, means drawn out in Egyptian.
Exactly. And the sources trace these deep linguistic links. Like the ancient Egyptian generative god Kem carries the exact phonetic signature of the biblical name Ham.
Ham, meaning sanctuary. Wait, so the esoteric view is that the Torah and biblical stories are actually encrypted, portable initiation rituals.
Yeah, essentially hiding ancient Egyptian yoga.
That is a massive historical leap.
It is, but they claim Moses encapsulated a massive ancient system of internal transformation into the newly codified symbolic language of the Hebrew alphabet.
Oh, so he encrypted it so it could survive and travel with his people.
Precisely.
But that earlier Egyptian technology was heavily based on the cycles of dying and resurrecting gods, right?
Right, specifically the magical formula of IAO.
Isis, Apophis, Osiris, so birth, death, and resurrection.
Yeah, and that formula required a really painful sacrificial ego death.
Sounds intense.
It was. You had to suffer and be destroyed by Apophis, which is like the chaos, to be resurrected as Osiris. So it was this constant cycle of destruction and rebirth.
Right. But then Aleister Crowley comes along in the 20th century and declares humanity has entered the Aeon of Horus.
A totally new psychological era.
Yeah. And he expands the formula from IAO to FIAOF. So what did those extra letters actually do to the mechanics of the ritual?
Well, the F stands for the Hebrew letter vow. That represents active masculine fire.
Okay, got it.
So by flanking the old formula with this active fire, FIAOF shifts the entire paradigm.
How so?
It takes the old patriarchal sacrificial model and transforms it into a model of joyous self-actualization.
Oh, wow. So you're no longer submitting to death to be reborn.
Exactly. The added fire means you are continuously creating and transforming your reality while remaining fully alive. It essentially declares that every person is a star.
So IAO is like a tragic hero's journey where you have to die to win. But FIAO is like an open-world game where you constantly level up without hitting game over.
That is a perfect way to put it. You're constantly generating new states of consciousness.
But the intensity of all this, I mean, the dense geometry, the phonetic spellings, the complex formulas, it almost feels overwhelming to even think about.
Well, that is the actual mechanism at play.
Wait, really? The overwhelm is the point.
Yeah. The human intellect relies entirely on binary distinctions. Subject versus object, life versus death. The sheer density and complexity of the Rose Cross overloads the analytical mind. It forces the rational brain to short-circuit.
And surrender its grip on dualistic reality.
Exactly. When the intellect finally goes quiet, the practitioner achieves a transcendent unity where subject and object completely merge.
You stop analyzing the code and just become the program.
Exactly.
Which leaves you with a final provocative thought to explore on your own.
Yeah, think about this.
If these esoteric formulas dynamically evolved from IAO to FIAO to match humanity's psychological maturation, what might the next evolutionary formula look like?
Especially for our impending age of artificial intelligence and digital consciousness.
Exactly. Will the next metaphysical operating system be written in machine learning? We will leave you with that.